Just days after political brawling threatened to shut down the US government, a new slanging match is emerging over Barack Obama's plan to slash the huge budget deficit. The US president wants to raise taxes on the wealthy and cut America's defence spending. But Republicans are accusing him of launching a new class war.
It was billed as the president's vision for tackling out-of-control government borrowing. $4 trillion in cuts over 12 years. In defence, reining in health spending, but not dismantling Medicare, and removing Bush-era tax cuts for the wealthy.
But we cannot afford $1 trillion worth of tax cuts for every millionaire and billionaire in our society. We can't afford it. And I refuse to renew them again.
Barack Obama calls his a balanced approach, accusing Republicans of forcing the elderly and the poor to bear all the pain in their deficit reduction plan. But for Republicans, it was a partisan attack and class warfare.
What we heard today was not fiscal leadership from our commander-in-chief. What we heard today was a political broadside from our campaigner-in-chief.
The president had briefed Republican leaders ahead of his speech, but failed to budge them.
We don't believe lack of revenue is a part of the problem, and so we will not be discussing raising taxes.
This argument comes less than a week after Washington nearly shut down over finalising this year's budget. That last-minute compromise still has to be voted on in Congress, with politicians on the left and right still grumbling about the outcome. On top of that, the US is about to hit its $14.3 trillion federal debt limit. Republicans are demanding big concessions from Democrats before agreeing to raise it. The White House says not raising it would lead to an economic catastrophe. Barack Obama is calling for both sides to work together.
Americans deserve and will demand that we all make an effort to bridge our differences and find common ground.
But America's partisan divide seems as wide as ever. Craig McMurtry, ABC News, Washington.